The Senate chamber was filled with a quiet sense of anticipation as Senator Patty Murray took the podium. Her voice was steady, thoughtful, and full of conviction. "Today," she began, "I want to recognize a woman whose courage and clarity remind us all why we serve." The room shifted slightly, all eyes turning toward Representative Jasmine Crockett. What followed wasn't a confrontation, but a powerful exchange, one that blended challenge, respect, and reflection on what true leadership means in today's divided time. Senator Murray spoke first, addressing not just Crockett, but every young leader watching from afar. "When I first entered public service, I was told that experience was the only measure of wisdom," she said, "but I've learned that integrity, empathy, and the ability to listen are far more powerful." Jasmine nodded respectfully, then leaned forward with a composed smile. "And I've learned," Crockett replied, "that those who came before us paved the road we now walk, not so we could stay silent, but so we could speak when the truth needs a voice." The dialogue deepened. Murray asked how one balances passion with patience, how a new generation of leaders can fight for progress without losing the art of respect. Crockett's reply was simple but piercing. "Respect doesn't mean silence, Senator. It means courage without cruelty, conviction without arrogance." The audience reacted quietly. A subtle murmur of agreement spread across the chamber. Murray smiled. "You remind me," she said, "that leadership isn't about who holds the gavel. It's about who holds the trust of the people." Crockett responded, "And that trust can't be demanded. It's earned, one act of honesty at a time." As the discussion unfolded, they moved beyond politics into purpose. Murray spoke about her early days in public service, about being underestimated, about fighting to prove that empathy and results can coexist. Crockett listened closely, then added, "We often mistake strength for volume. But real strength is quiet. It's in staying calm when others shout, in choosing integrity over attention." Minutes turned into an hour as both women shared experiences, moments of doubt, triumph, and the unseen cost of leadership. They spoke of mentorship, of lifting others up, of the responsibility to create a path where women and young leaders can stand tall without apology. At one point, Murray asked, "What gives you hope in this current climate?" Crockett paused for a moment, then said softly, "Hope isn't something I wait for. It's something I practice. Every time I speak truth, every time I defend fairness, I'm choosing hope over fear." The chamber fell completely silent. Even the cameras seemed to hesitate, capturing not just words, but the weight of them. By the end of the exchange, Murray looked at Crockett and said, "You remind this institution why it matters, not because of tradition, but because of transformation." Crockett smiled. "And you remind me," she answered, "that the bridges we build today will carry voices we'll never meet, and that's what makes the work worth it." The crowd erupted in applause. The moment was bigger than politics, it was human. Two generations of leaders, meeting not in debate but in understanding. As the session closed, Murray concluded, "True leadership doesn't echo, it evolves." And Jasmine Crockett, you are proof that progress has a voice. Crockett stood, nodded respectfully, and the two women shook hands, not as rivals, but as reflections of what democracy can still be when respect meets resolve. That night, clips from their dialogue flooded the internet. Commentators called it the most inspiring political exchange of the year. Students quoted it in classrooms. Future leaders watched it as a lesson in calm strength. It wasn't just a conversation. It was a reminder that leadership, when grounded in empathy and courage, can still move hearts, shape minds, and light the path forward for those yet to lead.